Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, topics that may be discussed or played in these games are not suitable for all audiences. The level of content maturity is considered 16+, and your discretion is advised. So, last time, Adrian and Parm discussed how best to meet back with the other half of the party. It basically devolved into a back and forth discussion, and the both of them come up with many ideas, theories, suggestions, going back and forth, and this goes on into the night. The both of them get a quick motel room on the side of the road as they prepare for their action in the next day. On the other side, the other three have a more terse time at the refugee shelter. Shuhei seems to be a sort that plays by his own rules, and it's quite unclear what exactly his goals are. Fidget has a, we'll say tense moment with Grizz, and he is giving her some space, it seems. While their interaction was a little bit, I'll say tense again, for lack of a better word. While their interaction was a little tense, it does seem like they're on slightly better terms than they are before. And the three of them get themselves cleaned up, a change of clothes, and rest for the night. And so that is where we currently are with our party. Is there a particular side that would like to go first?
The other guys.
The other guys.
The other guys.
Last
Really?
time.
Yeah, you guys go.
Oh yeah, Quincy's here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quincy.
Hey.
So, flip a coin on it? About it?
great.
No, you're going.
Alright, Adrian, let's just get it on.
Oh,
Let's crack
right
on.
here,
Get it
in
on.
front of all these people.
Bang a gong. So we spent the night in a little motel room. How expensive was that?
40 credits.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
It was a pay by the hour place.
You got the bill, Adrian? I'm a little dry.
Yeah,
Holds
I got
out his pockets and like some moths fly out.
I mean, it's a little early, but if you wanted to get the bill with your, get anything once a session.
No, I'll just pay from the
Right.
the
Pull
guy.
up the bloody credit chip.
Yeah. Jesus
It's not
God.
bloody. Remember this one? I exchanged it for a cred stick, not the guy's credit chip, but I got a money order with the money on it. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the first things I did. I was like, I'm gonna be smart about this. Well. Last thing I saw you eat was the burrito at the gas station. Would you care to talk over brunch, Parm?
Which sounds amazing.
What are the local brunch offerings around us?
Oh,
Sit
God.
down places.
How are you just looking for a diner or like a fast food place, or what would be your go-to?
Diner sounds good, but if there's something a little fancier, like one of those super weekendy brunch places that's kind of ooh, we're going to brunch at Tiki's or
okay.
something.
Yeah. They have a brunch special. They
Yeah.
Usually only open for dinner or something, right?
Yeah, bottomless mimosas sort of deal. You know,
Oh god, this just sounds lovely.
It does. It's a lovely time with Parm and Adrian. We're just the best of friends, just having brunch together. No worries in the world.
I'm pissed.
Yeah,
Adrian, you're
go
being
off to
really
find,
sweet
like-
with me. Who do you want killed?
The two of you easily find, like, over on the other corner, there's like a Zen restaurant. It's got like this very simple, like a Japanese Zen garden design. As all of the tables are kind of like set at like a higher. They're like raised more above from the ground, so the traffic can like flow through. Really nice spot. They definitely have the bottomless mimosas for the upcharge, and you're finding like fruity pebble waffles and like chilaquiles, but like with a special sauce, like the house sauce. Yeah, they've got like all kinds of ridiculous brunch options.
They have the $1 million bacon.
Oh, the gold foiled candy bourbon bacon. Of course they do.
Oh my god.
Well, Parm, we can discuss who we might be killing after brunch.
Christ.
Business after pleasure. As he says it with a straight face, not happy at all.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't think he expected you to say that. You say, very well. I imagine there's like a hinge on his mask that comes up and it's just a normal person's face and he's eating like that.
Okay,
Whoa.
so it's sort of like the Batman, like just the cheeks and chin are all.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so let me ask you a question, Parm.
Okay.
Would you like it so that only like based off of your picture, right? You have like segmented colors. Would you prefer a part of the mask where just like the nose and mouth section come off? Or do you actually want the whole front face part to like flip up?
Oh.
Because I would have figured the prior for your preference, but this is your character. Please
The
tell me.
prior being a part that kind of completely comes on and off.
Yeah, visibly with the mask design, I can see that could be like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saying,
I mean, it doesn't
that
even
sounds
need to-
cool as hell. I think
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
even
go
need to
with
come
that.
completely off. I just figured like that's the part that detaches if you need to eat or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like that. I have a question for you, Parm.
Mhm.
Describe them luscious lips.
They look normal.
Wow,
But
it's a pair of lips.
they're very moist and lusterized with the bacon grease and the the nice flecking of gold from the gold foil that was dusted upon them.
Yeah, like off to the side on his cheek a little bit next to some sauce.
But yeah, just a little bit of a glam shot.
Yeah.
Here's what I will give you. If you'd see him talk without that portion of his mask on, his teeth don't look great.
Okay. Are we talking like cartoon stereotypical British or?
We're talking cartoon stereotypical, like perhaps not British, but
Backwards.
just like a cartoonish hole in the tooth or something.
Courage the cowardly dog.
Yeah,
Stripey teeth.
like a Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of thing, sure.
Okay.
Dude needs some dental work. I feel that.
Yeah, gap tooth.
More than that.
I think Adrian just gets a glass of water with a cucumber like slice or two in it. And just kind of pleasantly sits there and just watches Parm enjoy himself eating, or themselves eating. Then he starts reaching into his coat pocket and just pulls out like a company pen that like is branded like Siegfried, and some napkins and just starts writing and sketching things.
As you're going into your pocket, I think he says something like, Adrian, please, I understand that you're really serious about this, but I'm married to my work. Oh, you weren't, okay.
I didn't get on my knee.
You're right, that would have been very telling. Please continue.
Alright. So, brunch and cheap hotels are fine for now, for survivability. Mixing it up, if they expect us to be on a tight budget, they wouldn't expect us to shell out for a more expensive place. If we don't let them expect our next move, it makes it hard for us to find, which is a good thing since we are infamous currently. The problem is, if we are hard to find, our companions also struggle to find us. So we need them to find something that can lead to us. In this case, I think we need to leverage your popularity with the good common folk. The Parm pals, or whatever you're calling your crew. If we start that back up, if you can find a few more religious converts, your remaining followers will flock back into the fold, and it is a strong symbol for our allies to join us, as well as allow us to conduct business and better our position with your gang, your crew, being a tool to use to run protection rackets, rob stores, you name it. We can acquire more funds to secure a more permanent safe house that does not require us shelling out favors and money to corporations or outside gangs. It allows for people to keep watch for us and provide advanced warning, and most importantly, it puts someone else's neck on the line for the first line of defense, rather than us just getting killed when a SWAT team drops through the roof. Now, I believe we should play this good cop, bad cop. I am bad at being a cop, so I'm going to need you to be the good cop. I'm sure we can find local street thugs or disenfranchised youths that dislike the Risties and dislike the Corpo scum to draw under our banner. If you can use your flattery in words and showmanship to win them over, preferably if you can do it in the religious context, folks that have that drive are far more willing to lay down their lives for their goal.
Yes, that's true.
And that would be very beneficial for us when we wish for people to die for us instead of us.
Jesus Christ.
As you say that, you can see, like, from one of the restaurant windows on the outside, a police barricade goes up as a couple cars pull in and begin to have a shootout with gang members that are on the street outside, definitely away from the restaurant. But you can see, like, a stray bullet comes and makes a crack on the bulletproof window. Doesn't penetrate, but you can see the striation on the outside. People are just walking around like normal, having a day.
Seems we found perhaps our first converts if they survive their shootout. Call it a job interview.
Let's see how it unfolds.
Yeah, then I think Adrian and Parm just kind of sit back and watch the shootout like, are these gang
Dinner.
members snuff against the police?
Or
Oh.
brunch and entertainment.
Yeah.
That one's got tenacity, but he won't be using that wrist anymore. Oh my.
I think so.
As you're watching this, Adrian, you get a notification. Not like someone sent you a message. This is more like a reminder, like an alarm, if you will. There is a notification that pops up for you that in 5 days' time, you will be requiring another system software update, which is also coinciding with your last official day of work. So, as this pops up for you, I'd like to know, like, what's going on in Adrian's mind? How does he feel about this?
So, we've established that the doc did not do as Adrian asked and actually fully anesthetized him. So he was unconscious. And also that it seemed to be more of a biological wet work that he received, not the typical, more mechanical enhancements that he is used to.
Yes, there's definitely something more than just mechanical about the upgrade that you last received. That's true.
I think just sort of as they're sitting there, Adrian uses the nail of his thumb on one hand to kind of press and drag against the fleshy part of his hand between the thumb and finger of the other one. Trying to dig it in and scratch or cut himself just to see if he bleeds, differently than he's used to, being sort of just now sitting with a moment trying to see what happens.
Ooh, okay. Would you be more concerned about if you can, or just trying to observe the effect of it? I realize that's a very similar question.
No, but I get what you're coming from. Observing the effect, yes, but I think more concerned if he was starting to become more human.
Okay.
Or return to something similar.
Yeah. I'd like you to make a vigilance check. This is going to be a 1 difficulty whenever you're ready.
Sure. Let me just scroll to that on the character sheet.
There is a sensation that is a bit strange. The first thing that comes to mind is oobleck. It reacts to different types of force, and as you come in with your thumb trying to press into the other palm of your hand, you can feel that the other palm definitely tightens. And as you're releasing, it slowly reverts back to that softened state. But you realize this happens before you're pressing in. And continuing this observation, it's almost like the intent to do the harm is what is making your arms now react to their hardened state.
Interesting. And dragging the fingernail along the flesh, trying to cut or nick himself. Does he bleed?
That doesn't really work since
because as soon as you think about okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Because you're realizing the intention here is what's causing your arms to react before you can actually get to the fleshy part. So your hand's actually tightening up and hardening before the nail actually gets to contact soft flesh.
What's up, fella?
When you're done eating and we're ready to leave, I have a favor to ask of you. And then back to thinking, yeah, what the fuck is Adrian thinking? I think his attention is on this. He's drawn out of the far more preferable mindset he keeps himself in, thinking what he wishes to think and doing that thing. And the old sort of bottled up, corporate stiff that just keeps everything bottled up and oh, I'm not angry, oh, I'm not upset, stuff that he's had in him for forever. And, the inciting incident finally kicked that off, hence his declaration to leave the company. And that whole thing just starts to well up, and I think that he's maybe just trying to seem calm, and so he, does the thing where you put your hands on the table and you put your thumbs on the edge and slide your hands like you're dusting off the edge or whatever, and he tries to align the silverware on the right, and just in picking up and grabbing the little bundle of fork, knife, and spoon that he hasn't unwrapped because he didn't order any food. When he sits it down, that they're kind of now at a 45-degree angle, all the silverware. He just kind of casually with the 3 fingers didn't realize how hard he was grabbing and just bent them so that they're a little more L-shaped.
I think Parm is watching this with the way that someone would watch a sports program that they were really tuned into. So he's cutting stuff on his plate and bringing the fork up to his mouth without breaking eye contact with what's going on.
Just watching Adrian's hands kind of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I could,
Witnessing this man's meltdown.
yeah, if you don't mind, if I could describe a little more for you, Adrian.
Please.
As you put down one of your utensils, and then doing this mental thought about intent to harm, not releasing the intention, right? You're going in and you almost do one of those wrist massages with your other hand, and immediately, as soon as you think, before your hand even does the thought, as soon as you have the thought of, I'm gonna squeeze very hard to see what will happen, your flesh begins to harden before your even bodily reaction to the thought catches up to it.
Yeah, and I for Parm, I think sort of the loading screen, I don't think anything else in Adrian is moving.
Okay.
And it is with great restraint that perfectly straight back, legs flat on the floor, but just the hands, the one is just if he had a stress ball, sort of that opening it up and then squeezing, and the first time all the knuckles pop on the hand and then just lets it out. But just a loading screen, just the entire time he's just sitting there opening and closing that hand, squeezing it until the knuckles turn white and then letting it back out again. Sort of watching a tiger pacing in a cage. He's got something going on.
Yeah.
I can fix him.
I think maybe Parm knows there's no way he could possibly know at the moment what's going on, so that's why he's reacting the way he is right now.
Yeah.
I'd also like you guys to make a a vigilance check for the scene going on outside.
Oh, the job interview?
Job interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they survive, we'll give them a hire maybe.
You know, the best interview that you could have is one where the candidate doesn't know they're being interviewed.
Exactly.
Nice job. Good roll. Sort of.
Second. Roll 20 crashed. Give me 1 sec.
All good?
Alright, that was vigilance, right?
Yes.
Oh, just real quick, you said we spent the night in hotels, so we would have recovered strain?
All of your strain, yes. If you have any wounds, recover 1 wound. I believe I did EXP for you last week. I didn't do anything else.
Yeah. Thank you.
Not last week, last session. It's been 2 weeks. Okay. The shootout actually gets a lot of people on the street disturbed, which is actually a little more violent than the norm. There are actually people coming in to bolster against the police department forces, and they're getting a little overwhelmed. The immediate reaction is that everyone just makes it to somewhere inside. Still not rushing. They're definitely walking, taking their own pace, taking phone calls outside. But they definitely take notice of the fight. Almost seeing 2 bullies fighting in the yard. They're just looking, but they're doing their people are moving their own way.
Giving them pace, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there being a car accident or something.
Oh, maybe. There's definitely the criminals are winning
Oh.
of this fight.
Oh, interesting.
Please continue whatever you were thinking.
With the 1 success, is that enough to kind of just get a vibe? Is this, very evidently people wearing, Yakuza garb or Triad garb, or...
It's a little too low rank.
Okay.
Everyone's just kind of in thuggish clothes. It's a little too low rank to really determine exactly. You could definitely, maybe after the scene closes, after they're said and done, maybe go up to one of the bosses, see if you can find any identifying marks. But at the moment, yeah, everyone's just kind of they all kind of look the same.
Fair enough.
All right. So your hands are weird. You bent a fork and knife.
Rude.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I'm gonna write on another napkin and fold it up, and slide it 3 fingers on top of it, keeping it closed across the table to Parm, and just say, "When you're done eating."
Oh, thank you. I was lacking one. I'll pick it up and wipe my mouth. And then, nonchalantly, I'll open it up and read it.
It just says, "I want you to stab my hand with a knife."
Feel free.
And then Adrian's head is completely just going to be looking out the window the entire time. To try and not think about him getting hurt. To not think about violence happening to him.
Okay.
And see what happens.
Amazing. I need you to make me a what would be the appropriate skill? I think yeah, you know what? Discipline will definitely work here.
Sam, can I ask you something before he makes that roll, or
Of course.
in addition to him making that roll? In the sense of, because it's clear that, there's a biological response going on here, could Parm, kind of put his hand on Adrian and be like, "Oh, Adrian, there's no way I would ever harm you." But like with the intent of telling him the most convincing lie he possibly could to kind of maybe overcome that biological compulsion. Do you kind of see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, okay, so this is kind of fun. There's definitely going to be that chance, though, that you're so good at lying that he actually believes you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, Adrian, what is your... Oh, man. Shoot.
My gullibility, I don't see that on my sheet as a roll to make.
What is your vigilance rank?
Vigilance is 0. I have 2 green die in it because
2 willpower?
It is,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That is your DC.
Ooh, nice.
And to be clear, once I roll, I can't choose to do any story point stuff, right? It has to be before I roll.
I mean, if you just want to use a story point to make that happen, you can.
I was unsure if that would be asking too much.
Alternatively, you can use a story point to just add like the bonus die if you
I
still
think-
want to play faster.
yeah,
and let-
Well,
I
the
think
die
that's
upgrade.
where I'm leaning here. Could I
Would you
just
rather
use
roll?
a... s-
Okay.
Fuck.
It's up to you.
Yeah, you know what? Can I use an incidental to move a story point over and then I'll do it?
So they don't change.
Correct. Yeah, but I'll tell him the most convincing lie he's ever heard.
Adrian, there is
Most convincing lie he's ever heard.
there is absolutely a you're looking out the window trying to think of everything not happening. But Parm tells you, and you believe him when he says he could never hurt you. What's your reaction like in that second?
Disappointment, maybe? I don't know.
I think because he's in his head thinking so much that again it's sort of the autonomous reaction, probably very surprising to Parm, but because how are you grabbing his hand? Are you doing like the friend thing of like both hands on either side, or just like one hand, almost like if you're holding hands with someone while you're eating, like you like put your fingers on like the palm of their hand, they close around yours, or what's going on?
It's like in my head, I imagined your palm face down and
Yeah.
palm kind of like reaching over to put his hand on yours on the side of your hand, but use his thumb to kind of rub back and forth as like like touch rub.
Okay. Yeah, I think in that case, without thinking, and probably very surprising to Parm, Adrian very gently does like grab Parm's hand and rub his thumb like along the back, and like you can tell that like he's still like he heard what you said, but it hasn't processed yet.
Okay.
He's looking outside, so it's very much a like his hand reacted to it, but Adrian didn't react to it.
I
Like
see.
just his body did. Like you did something familiar that his body's like, oh yeah, that's like whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
Aww. I can fix him.
And then I guess I grab a steak knife and just try and like in one fluid motion right there in the diner.
Now, we're not in combat.
Okay.
So there is no normal difficulty in the person trying to evade you at all. You've persuaded Adrian, and he believes that you would never do him harm, and this will be a betrayal, I guess. Man, okay, how do I scale this? I was gonna make this a 1 difficulty, but Adrian is not even... he's surprised at this. So I'm actually going to make this a 0 difficulty roll. You're going to get
Nice.
a boost because of your persuasion as well. I need
Would-
you to roll me... I'm sorry?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if this would maybe be like, would this be a coordination thing, or like a skullduggery, perhaps?
This is going to be a melee attack. So this would be the melee skill. Not
God!
brawl. Not brawl.
Oh my god. Okay.
I will, because this is not in combat, I will allow for you to use your agility rather than brawn.
Oh, bless you.
But this is the devil's handshake, right? But if you're doing that, then I'm gonna take it as you are actively going for like his hand's weak points.
Do it. I mean, you saw Adrian like pulling bullets out of himself nonchalantly earlier. It's fine.
Yeah, I would guess, perhaps... hold on. Let me think 1 sec. His vital parts, huh? But Adrian good at punch.
I have another
Adrian...
hand. I'm also good at headbutt. I headbutted through a riot shield.
Yeah, and just so
Nice.
you understand this is a 0 difficulty roll, meaning there's absolutely nothing that can cancel any of your stuff out. And you
Okay, I
have 3
see.
boosts to this roll.
I see.
This is you've got this.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll go for it, I guess. You said use, agility?
Yeah, so let me know what is your agility score and what is your brawn score?
Okay, my blah blah blah. My agility's 4, brawn is 2.
Okay, so that's a difference of 2. And do you have any ranks? Well, I guess that's going to be the same. Okay, so I've adjusted this roll on my side for you, so you just have to roll brawl.
Okay, cool. Brawl, here I come, clickety clap.
Wow. Oh, wait, that's only 2 though.
That's 3.
I have to look something up.
Can you stab someone so good they don't notice? Enter.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I was rolled up 1. Nice. Jesus fuck, you just cleave his hand in half.
I precisely stab it.
You missed every major artery.
Sorry, Adrian, they
no.
called me the butcher.
You weave it in between the muscles and there's no bleeding. I don't
It's
know, man.
Like fucking Rurouni Kenshin when the dude fucking cuts a vegetable. It's like, yes, the blade is so sharp, it slices between the cellular walls, and it can just form itself back together. Oh, wait. Never mind.
That's the real secret, right? Then Adrian does like the T1000 thing of the flesh just back together.
I did the thing. Did you notice?
Oh no, I gotta wait on Zola.
yeah, sorry,
You know
one
why they-
second.
You know why they call me Palm? Cause I dice them so slice them that they turn into cheese dust. Yes, I know what I said. Dice them so slice them.
I'm gonna write that down.
Is that another associate of yours, Dice him so slice him?
Yes, he's married and has a duty to his wife, so he can't help me very often. And I respect the sanctity of marriage, God damn it.
I mean, you're kind of a priest, so that makes sense.
His wife's name is Julianne.
Mine?
No,
Oh,
Dice him so slice him. His wife's
Oh,
name is
Dice him.
Julianne.
yeah. Dice him so slice him. And wait, so is Dice him so slice him his last name? Or his
I
first
don't know.
name?
Y'all have lost me at this point, I'm not gonna lie.
Adrian, how much soak do you have?
8.
Okay. You're taking 5 damage here. and oh my god, and that's that much. Okay, so you're taking 5 damage here. You can feel that the knife has pierced through the reactiveness of your flesh, and
Wait, so that's 5 past the soak.
yes, total
Yeah,
13.
Just making sure.
Damn. Wait.
And you can feel the knife in your hand, especially so because right after you felt the jabbing, your hand tightens around the knife, almost holding it into place like a sword in the stone.
That's super cool.
Your hand, you can feel how much pain like you're rendering in here. You're not a stranger to it. And Parm was not holding anything back. If it was maybe a centimeter more to like the left, he would have hit a critical injury on your hand.
Love this. This is such a cool scene.
I love it too. This is great.
I think with the knife in his hand, Adrian just tightens his fist up, trying to see. Is he bleeding?
Yes. Like normal blood.
Adrian will pull the knife out and take like the fancy napkin. You know, like they have like the napkins on the table, but then they give like the fancy cloth napkin to wrap yourself around.
Yeah,
And,
like the linen one.
Yeah, and just use that to like tie off on the wound.
Parm will drop a one-liner and say, "No joke, I think I missed the funny bone." You alright, fella?
Yeah, so it seems my steak was too tough and I had an accident while cutting it. Waiter, check please.
Did you guys even order anything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Parm's
the
been
milk.
eating like a full brunch, like the
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. That's
full
right.
foil bacon and
I forgot on account of the hand injury.
Yeah, it just turned over
Yeah.
like that.
which was the joke that Adrian was making, that oh, my steak was too tough. I slipped while cutting it and injured myself,
I
even though
flipped
he
one-
doesn't have a meal in front of himself.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
love this.
You guys are definitely you guys are brought the check. They tell you like you can stay as long as you need to finish up, no worries. And they comp the bill in half due to there being an injury. Oh my god.
Okay,
And
it's a good stick. We should do it again.
it's a grand total of 10 credits each.
Great service.
Yeah, as you guys make it out, you can tell there's like, it seems like the fight lasted quite a long time, and while the police are there in the end, just that quick scan, you can tell that there are more police bodies than gang members.
Just wanting to look here, does it look like any of them dropped a gun that would work with heavy ranged?
No, not with
Of-
heavy.
A shame.
By the way, as we were talking about this earlier, the bullpup carbine that I carry is a heavy ranged weapon.
Yes.
Like,
Generally,
I didn't-
rifles are heavy ranged.
I
Yeah.
did not. It didn't click with me that rifles, like assault rifle size stuff, could be heavy guns. So I just imagined Parm with a sniper, which is still canon as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
like, I could make an assault rifle work. Hell yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
Like a semi-automatic, mid to long range kind of.
yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I'm sure it's got like a small like scope on it or whatever. You know, it is a like battle rifle, assault rifle, whatever you want to call it. It's probably meant for like close quarters, hence why it's bullpup, so it's shorter, more maneuverable. It's like a gun that you would see on a SWAT member as they're like, you know, kicking down the door.
Adrian, you know your shit.
That was a
Age-
lot.
Adrian will drop 40 credits, even though it was comped. The rest will be a tip.
That is huge. Parm takes notice.
Yeah,
His heart skips a beat.
and get up to go outside and greet the victors, if anyone is still around.
Not specifically at the scene, but you would have known like they went down the street, so you could definitely see if you could catch up with them. Otherwise, you could. There is like the scene where all of the bodies are, where the remaining police are waiting, probably for like ambulance cars and stuff. The gang members would have left this scene at this point, though.
Yeah, I want to talk to the living ones. The dead ones don't talk as much as I like.
Okay, so you're moving away.
And just as they're walking, Adrian will unsling the rifle from around him and just pass it back to Parm so that he's armed as we go into this fight.
Okay. You're the one that took damage, but you're giving him the big gun. Nice.
A gentleman.
And a scholar.
Mm-hmm. See what other things I've got up my sleeve. Yeah, let's go talk to some gang members.
Well, the gang members are gone, I think he said, right?
He said they're down the street. That's why I want to try to
Oh, they're
catch up
down-
with them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and head on.
Okay.
Could we, are we able to maybe scope out what, like, on the fallen gang member bodies, as few as they are, do we know, like, their affiliations?
I think if we stopped to go look, we could, is what he was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the cops are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy that. Okay, yeah, then I guess we can just, play this by ear.
I mean, if we go see them in person, we're probably going to figure out the same information as looking at a dead body.
Yeah, for sure. I need to hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
That's totally fine. As the two of you are walking down the street, we vignette over to the plant shop. Shuhei is working up at the front. The store is not yet open. It's early morning as the other three awaken in their respective rooms. Fidget, you get a knock at the door in the morning. Yeah, you get a knock at the door. You can tell it's Shuhei. He's the only other person that would be in the shop.
Yeah, she'd get up and open the door.
Rise and shine.
Good morning. Is this just a wake-up call, or do you need something from me?
I need something from all of you. Until later today, you are going to be hiding out in these rooms. For no reason should you be coming out. Else, cover will be blown. So, is that too much to handle?
No, I was just... Do I have time for a quick shower?
Back.
I suppose so, yes.
Okay. And I know it might be a little bit too much to ask, but, is there any chance of getting a cup of coffee?
I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've changed scenes.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah, Fidget's gonna, like, gather up some of her clean clothes, and she's gonna rush to the bathroom before Quincy can take another 5-hour shower. And since she doesn't know what the situation with laundry is, she's actually gonna, like, soap up her dirty clothes while she's in the shower and just do a full-on clean.
He would have, you would have been able to use it at night last night, so you would have clean clothes.
Oh, I was passed out, so there's no chance.
That is correct. That is true.
Yeah.
But you
She
know
has no
there's
clue
a
that-
machine.
No, she doesn't. No one's told her this.
Okay, sure, all right. I tried.
Any case. Well, before last time you said there was no laundry here.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you would have to figure something out. So. So yeah.
Okay.
So she's gonna lather up
remember
her
that.
clothes while she's in the shower and give them a proper
Sure.
wash.
Maybe you're the only one with clean clothes, because, Grizz is such a sweetheart. He took him to the laundromat for you.
He would have had to strip me to do that, and I don't think he would have given their current situation.
He also wouldn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
time
right.
to come back.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought you borrowed clothes from him last time.
No, he brought me clean clothes. I just
Yeah.
haven't had a
That's
chance
what he
to
did, okay.
change. Yeah, so she washes herself, she washes her clothes, and she switches into some clean stuff while kind of figuring out a way to like hang up her now washed clothes in her room as she waits for Shuhei to come back.
You can see at the bottom of your bag with like a couple pairs of spare clothes. There is there's a box that's like the length of the bag itself, so it's almost like hiding a false bottom at the bottom of your bag.
She pulled it out.
Inside there is a burner phone, as well as a spare credit chip with 2,500 credits on it, and a note from Grizz that says, "For emergencies only." You remember talking to him before while you were together that you should always have something set aside for emergencies. It looks like he took that to heart.
Mm-hmm. She kind of smiles a little bit to herself and just kind of sits back on the bed.
Shuhei comes back to you and says, I don't know what you and your company are going to do, but just keep in mind that I also have workings that need to be done. And while you are under my roof, people will have to play by my rules.
I understand. Is there anything specific I could be doing to help you while I'm hiding back here?
The best thing you could do is hide and not make any noise. No noise.
All right. That's fine.
At least until tonight, then we can all talk out what we can bring for each other.
Sounds fair. I know it's a little bit off topic, but can I just ask you a question?
I may have an answer for you.
Yesterday, when I was seeing Grizz off, you asked me if I was the girlfriend. Does Grizz have a girlfriend?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
He said that you two were separated, so I assumed that you are still not yet husband and wife. So that would make you the girlfriend, yes?
I guess it's just a misunderstanding of semantics, but no, we're still married.
Ah. That is my fault then. I had assumed you had been divorced.
No.
Apologies.
It's alright. I don't think he's one to cheat, even given the current circumstances, but I had to ask.
I cannot speak for him in a romantic relationship, but I can tell you that in a business one that he has never gone back on his word. Out of his own volition, at least.
Has he been working with you for a long time?
Ooh, I do not know if I should answer that one. I'm gonna ask you to make a persuasion check.
Sure.
In this game, that would be charm.
Where? Social skills. Okay.
Dang.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a likable person.
Okay, so
That's even meatier than the one I had. Good shit.
So Fidget, you're trying to gather information out of Shuhei right now. I'm going to retroactively let you know that based off of all of the advantages that you've gotten here, that Shuhei, in your response to the relationship thing, was being truthful but not fully telling you the entire story. With the success here on asking if he and Grizz have been working together a long time, he tells you, I am somewhat of a character. And that is a longer story, really, than it needs to be, but we can just say that Grizz has been working with Shuhei for a very long time, yes. It's almost like he's saying that this name is a moniker or title that's been passed down.
I guess the only other question I have is, how much do you know about me and my connections?
That depends. If you want me to research you, I definitely could. I've only heard what I know from Grizz.
I'm specifically asking if my mother or my father or the family owe you anything that I could be paying off, or
No,
vice
this
versa
is a
if you owed
personal
them.
favor.
Oh, I understand that. I'm unsure if there was any additional debts that I could be paying off on their behalf, or if you owed them anything that I could take on responsibility for instead as a way of repayment.
That would be a very interesting conversation when we get there.
Right. I have a portable rig, but I'm assuming I can't hook up to anything for the moment, right?
Ooh. I would prefer if you did not.
All right. Nothing to say for tonight.
Yes. It seems that you have run out of questions. Yes.
I'm afraid my hands are kind of tied until this evening. But I will do as you wish, and I will stay in my room, and I will stay quiet.
Now, one last thing. There are always exceptions to the rule. If any other people come to disturb you, because obviously, people will come and go. If there are any disturbances, then please let me know.
I know this is a private room. Is there a way of locking the door, just in case?
Unfortunately not.
Fidget's taking mental note of what would be heaviest to barricade the door if she needs to.
I mean, besides like the simple doors to each of your rooms, there is already like the sliding cage? No, the shelving with all of the terracotta pots and the soil and everything. So that like slides over to hide the hall.
So the bedroom doors don't have like the little like interior house locks or like bathroom door locks on them.
No, they're more like like standard bedroom door. Just a simple handle.
All right. Yeah, I think Fidget would accept that she has to stay quiet, but she'll probably pull out her tools and go back to work on her flick cane.
Ooh. Okay.
Being as quiet as possible.
Being as quiet as possible.
She's not hammering anything. She's got the pieces already, more or less. She just has to figure out how to put them together so they work.
As you sit there with your Lego set building in solitude.
Connector set, thank you very much.
I would like you to make a stealth roll.
Stealthy.
This is 3 difficulty.
Oof.
Also not getting finished this evening.
Alright.
Um,
She gets frustrated and just puts it to the side.
yeah, this is early morning. Dorian, Quincy, you guys would also wake up a little bit later after Shuhei's had that conversation with Fidget. Do you guys want to do anything in this moment?
Is there a TV?
No.
Hey, we gotta be quiet. Oh god, if I gotta be quiet, I'm just gonna be like pacing around my room, sleeping, pacing again, sleeping again.
I probably would have tried to wash my clothes, check on them after I wake up, see if it's dried. And yeah, I guess we'll wait since there's nothing around.
We could talk. I'd like to check on Fidget and see how she's holding up, because I don't think we've talked since she's woken up.
Do we know where her room is? Is it next door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah,
Like-
I would check on Fidget. 'Cause,
It's like
I mean,
it's like a dorm
yeah.
room hallway. Like the doors are all like right next to each other.
oh yeah, I would check on her just because we didn't see her since.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yes.
Little.
2 men standing outside this woman's door. This is horrible.
She's our friend. What are you talking about?
Sorry, Ma, you're very quiet. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Hello?
There we go.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, so I guess we're knocking on the door.
Knock knock.
Be quiet.
We are quiet.
You're just knocking on my door. What's up?
We're just checking in on you.
Didn't want to just walk in. Just want to see how you're doing. Like, are you okay? Does your head
Yeah.
hurt?
I hit by a car.
I'm fine. You guys got hit by the car. I got flung out of the way.
Yeah, I got. Oh god, that was not good. I'm still hurting from that, I think. What am I at?
Well, what's the update? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now?
We wait. We do as Shuhei says, and we figure out how to make contact with Adrian and Parm, and we go from there. We're safe here. Grizz took care of that.
Who's Grizz?
Big guy, blonde hair.
Oh, so how can we trust him?
He's my husband.
Your
Oh.
husband?
Well, we're going through something. We're separated, but we're good.
Oh, a situationship.
Nice.
It's not a situationship.
Oh,
You kind of worked through it, like you're on the
Right.
mend. Nice. I'm happy for you.
I still have to figure out some shit, but like you don't throw away a 10-year marriage.
I mean-
Crying.
I mean, there's a lot of fishes in the sea.
There's
I
only
love
Oh,
one
everyone's
I'm
saying the
sorry.
worst possible thing.
Hey,
Sorry.
I know somebody
my
that knows
God.
somebody that will get you somebody. You know what I mean?
No thanks.
All right, I tried.
Does he
Um,
have like a fruitier brother?
Grizz or Mai's friend? Or
Grizz.
Quincy's friend?
Who's Quincy's friend?
I have a Richard for you, Dorian. He could
We
be
don't know
pretty
what happened
foodie.
to Richard.
We're gonna find him. He said he's gonna find me. Well,
Wait, when did he say that?
what?
Over the table, I know. I'm not gaslighting you, I promise. I just don't think you told Dorian.
I just know he's gonna find me, and I'm gonna find him. We always find each other. You know what I mean? Just like
Okay.
Fidget and her man. Me and Richard
so you
always.
guys- Oh, that's nice. Good for you.
Yeah, we're best friends. You know, that's what best friends do.
Yeah, just friends, I see. Just roommates.
Yeah, you wish you had something like that, don't you?
I do, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's alright. I'll live
Yeah.
vicariously through you guys. I don't need that
You
shit weighing me
should.
down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything else isn't waving, you know.
What does like what? What does that mean?
Oh,
I
nothing.
feel like that was a slight, but like I don't like is this just like
But-
hey, I know you're really stressed, so you got a lot of weight on your shoulders kind of thing. Haha, like that doesn't is that what you like
But yeah, Fidget, you're gonna hang out in your room, or should we hang out together?
Doesn't matter to me. We just have to be quiet.
Yeah, Dorian, be quiet.
what the fuck?
You're the loudest one here.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
I'm not even tired. I'm just gonna go lay in bed and stare at the ceiling until like I start seeing shapes.
All right, I'll hang out, Fidget. Yeah. End scene.
I thought you were gonna have a conversation with her.
I mean,
just
that
wanted
was
to see
kind
if
of
she
it.
was
Like,
okay.
yeah, I just want to check on her
Mm.
well-being.
No, I mean
She's
because you
okay
stayed
enough
with
to
her.
like.
Oh,
You're
I
hanging out with
mean-
her. I thought you were gonna have another conversation.
I don't really have anything in mind
Yeah.
because we
I
don't
do.
really have any. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fidget just kind of sits back on the side of her bed and, Quincy, have you been able to watch any of the news feed?
I'm trying. It's just there's no TV. There's no computer. What am I supposed to do?
I mean, Shuhai had a TV running in the shop. I wasn't sure if you saw.
I mean, I can't go up there.
No, not
Someone's
now,
gonna.
But
Oh.
Gers was saying, sounds like your siblings aren't on board with the new regime and this double or clone or whoever the fuck is taking your place.
Exactly. It's not me.
Well, they like the whole like having
they
you
must know.
executed on TV is just kind of fucked, and apparently they I don't know if they're doing anything about it, but he was saying that they don't look like they're on board. So if you have a chance to make contact with someone from your family,
I tried.
Maybe try
I
your- no. you keep trying to get your parents. Maybe try one of your siblings again. Not now, because we don't want any signals tracing. Frankly,
Yeah.
we're out in the boonies. I doubt we'd have much of a signal, but just keep that in mind.
I know. I just need to kill the fucking clone. I mean, I don't know how I can get over there. If I get to kill him, they will know that I'm the real one, and all of this has been a lie.
I don't think that's going to be enough to convince anyone. you're gonna have to prove who you are, even if you do kill the other guy.
I mean, I'll be able to prove to them that I'm the real one if I get the chance, which means I gotta kill the fake, and I'll be the only one, and then they'll know. I don't think they know. I don't
It's
think.
not Highlander rules. You're probably gonna have to give some sort of like blood test, or
And I'm the real
know
person,
something
so
that-
I'm the real one. I will
Yeah,
have.
but you're gonna have to be prepared to do more than just kill someone.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna have to take over the corporation. Like, the clone's already doing things that, the family is not on board of. So I don't even know what's gonna happen.
I said your siblings aren't.
I
on
know,
board.
but I'm
your
saying-
parents could be behind this for all you know.
Oh no.
They might have wanted you out of the way for some reason. Maybe you
Well,
weren't
they've been-
adhering to what they wanted.
But they've been helping me this whole time, trying to get me to where they want me to be. And I've ran away from it, but I know ultimately it's gonna be what I have to do, and I'm gonna do it when I have to do it. But at the moment, I don't know what to do.
At the moment, we need to stay here. We need to stay quiet, make ourselves useful, be respectful. And then we need to make contact with Parm and Adrian and figure out where we're going from there. You're not going to be able to take over a corporation from the ground up by yourself. You're not going to be able to do it with just you and Richard. And frankly, you're not going to be able to do it with all of us. You're going to need a lot more. You're going to have to pull on connections that you know are loyal to you that won't fuck you over. And I hope you have those connections. Otherwise, frankly, dude, I think you're fucked.
I mean, even if I have those connections, there's two of us. How can I prove that it's me? I don't know.
You're gonna have to find people that are willing to work with you and be on your side. But like I said, just killing someone isn't gonna make it go away. They could easily twist it and say that you're the fake and you're the one that killed the real guy, and then you'd still be on the run. You have to think about these things.
Quincy, this rings doubly true for you. The words that she's saying right now are all very real. As you know, your identification chip has been swapped out, which is why your real name was not listed in prison.
I see. Guess we gotta kidnap him.
Hello?
I need a chip back. How else do I do it? Maybe I should give up. Maybe
I'm
Maybe
not
this
saying
is too
give
much
up.
for
I'm just saying you can't go in guns blazing and hope for the best result. You're gonna have to think methodically and politically, frankly. If you want to take back power, you're gonna have to convince people that you are who you say you are, and you're going to have to infiltrate the company in such a way that the people up top don't see it coming. That your parents probably don't see it coming. You might be able to enlist your siblings to help you, but based on what I'm hearing, I wouldn't trust your parents.
it's too much.
Well, pull up your big girl panties and deal with it. That's all we can do.
It's too much. You take over. How about you help me run it?
I've got enough problems on my own, thank you very much.
I can help you with your problem. I have money.
Money's not gonna fix my problems either.
I'll fix Dorian's.
Yeah, sure as shit would.
Fine, then make a deal with Dorian. I'll help you where I can, but like I said, money's not everything. You have to build loyalty. You're gonna have to be smart about this, otherwise you're just gonna get yourself killed.
No. That doesn't sound too bad right now.
Being suicidal will definitely get you killed.
I'm gonna throw myself on the bed and just. I want my dad.
Fidget just kind of tentatively puts over her hand, like begrudgingly, like there.
Sorry, this is cracking me up.
You know, life just isn't fair. Like, just not fair.
Preach.
Life is life. It is what you make it.
Also preach.
Alright. I have a single question for Fidget.
Mm-hmm.
How does this conversation and Quincy's response to it make you feel?
Apathy for the spoiled little rich boy, but like she gets what it feels like to feel isolated and alone. So she's not gonna completely throw him to the wolves, but at the same time she does have her own shit she has to figure out. And she doesn't have all the answers for him. She wouldn't know the first thing about like regaining a corporation, but she does have some skills that might help on the technical side. But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
That makes sense. And the flip side as well. Quincy, how does this conversation and everything that Fidget has like talked with you make you feel?
I feel stressed. I feel that I want to give up because it just seems like a long, grueling process where I don't know who's going to help me, and all the attempts I've had to reach out has been not successful. So I feel like I'm digging myself a bigger hole every time I'm trying, and I just take 2 steps back and no steps forward. So I don't have control of my life like I usually do, and it's just not the norm, and I'm just
Spiraling?
And I can't walk in the streets because I'm just so good looking that people are gonna notice me.
Yeah, definitely not the bounty on your head. Definitely
Way
couldn't
to
do
ruin
that.
the moment. Way to ruin the moment. Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I'm just scared. I've been in a place that I've never been before, and I mean in a position I've never been before, and it is piling up.
Yep. I would definitely agree. And lastly, Dorian, you're in the den of
Yes.
wolves right now. This man says he plays by his own rules. You definitely know he's part of the Yakuza.
Yeah, and he offered me a job. I don't really know what that entails yet,
Right.
but it feels like a bigger mistake to say no. Like, it feels like such a catch-22. Wait, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No?
Oh, okay, I thought I'd interrupted you.
No.
My bad.
Okay, anyways. I thought you had more to say.
That's how I felt about you. I was like, wait, shit, that sounded like half a sentence. I might have cut him off.
You are laying down in the bed. Fidget, you're like in a chair next to a work table with Quincy like sprawled at the foot of your bed. as you're like patting his head. What a crazy
No, it
scene.
would be shoulder. Head's too intimate. Like just like
Yeah. I'd like you guys to make a perception check.
Yeah.
This is gonna be 3 difficulty.
Well, I didn't fail, but I didn't succeed either.
kind of blown through all my successes.
Yeah. Y'all have stolen all of the good rolls for today.
Quincy, I'm gonna enforce that strain upon you, so you're gonna take 1 strain here.
Poopy.
Poopy.
Fidget and Dorian, the both of you, this is still like early morning. The shop probably just opened. And you hear like shouting coming from the back door, like where the garage was. And this familiar voice. You can't really make out what they're saying, but you can. It's almost like it's at the edge of your tongue who this person is. You've definitely heard their voice before. The tonality of it, the way they're speaking, sounds very familiar to you. Quincy, I want to know your reaction as this voice also sounds very recognizable to you, and as almost like in a movie setting, right? We're looking dead faced to the hidden compartment door where this backroom shelf is that's blocking it and hiding it away, and the person who walks by going towards the front is Greg.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna like stay hidden, but I just like watch because I'm just shocked. Like how the
We
fuck
we
did
don't
my-
see anything. We're,
Yeah,
we're
same.
behind a closed door in the back.
Oh, well, I just hear him.
Yeah,
You just hear
we're
him.
staying. Yeah, if you make any slight movement towards the door, Fidget will put you in the leg lock.
A leg lock.
No,
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna do
But
that.
yeah,
I
you
think I am.
absolutely recognize his voice.
I'm with Fidget still, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just a mouth thrower. Like I'm just a mouth to Fidget. Like, oh my god, that's Greg from jail. And then I'm like, you think Richard's out there? Because didn't Richard go with? Did Richard go to Greg? Right? He did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mouth
You're
to.
staying here and you're staying quiet. Just shh.
But what if Richard's out there?
Doesn't fucking matter. You stay quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna get close to the wall with my ear on it.
So you're going out into the hallway.
No, wait. I thought.
No,
So-
you're in my room, so
Think of this like a college dorm room.
Yes.
The hallway connects all of the bedrooms together, right?
Uh-huh.
There's doors in the hallway. At the end of the hall is where the hidden wall is.
Oh, so he can't see. He doesn't
He
know
can't
there's a
see.
hidden wall there.
You don't know that.
Oh, okay, well,
But the wall is blocking the hallway right now.
got it. Well, I'm gonna try get closer to hear more.
if you go for the door, Fidget will brawl you. No, I'm serious.
I'm going for the door.
Yes!
Quincy, you move. Fidget, what
Mhm.
exactly are you doing?
Some sort of like she will grab him and either like leg lock or try and choke him out. So he,
Jesus. I love that.
Okay, this is like direct contested roll here, right? Okay, so
can I use a story point?
I'll allow it.
Then I'm going for a headlock.
Wow.
Quincy, are you going to use a story point as well?
No.
Okay. You move for the door, and immediately an arm comes around your neck as both of you fall onto the bed. Fidget has you in a headlock, as she has you like grappled and off the ground now. And we'll get to your guys' conversation in this after a 10-minute break.
All right, BRB.
Oh, we're right back, everyone.